Well, another vote for Gary Johnson by me. I did the early voting today. There's quite a line out there, and I was quite surprised because, usually if you go there at 10 o'clock, the early bird special, it's a big line. And if you go there at 4 o'clock, it's the late bird special, big line. So I kind of went in the middle there, like maybe about noontime, and there was a big line. Which was interesting, though, even though this is Florida and a lot of retired people, I didn't see hardly any young people at all. I don't know, maybe they're going to vote the last minute, but somehow I think the older people probably have the heavier presence on votes. But does that mean Romney or Obama? I don't know, because some people and older people are scared of Romney about taking away Social Security, and I don't know what the hell to think. I don't know what they think, but either way, I thought both the major candidates sucked, so it's time to kickstart the third party. And something I wasn't even considering because I'm too much of a independent thinker, But they point out, if he gets Gary Johnson gets 5% of the vote, that pretty much puts the Libertarian Party on a ticket for the next election, and they got access to federal funding for campaigning and stuff. So what the hell? That's the way I look at it because, in a way, I'd like to see Obama thrown out of there, mainly more because of Hillary Clinton, I think, and Valerie Jarrett, because Hillary's a mean lady. So I'd like to see Obama get thrown out of there, but, you got a guy like Romney who was all hooked in with the right-wing Sandinista death squads during the Bush times and Reagan times, and, he ain't no nice guy. So, how the hell could you vote for either one of those guys, really? And another one I voted for? Actually, I'm not going to state the guy's name. I mean, he's no party affiliated for senator from Florida. And the three judges, no, no, no. I know why those judges are up there on that thing, because they're screwed up, basically. They are. I mean, they got a lot of very nice credentials as far as education, background. They were in the military, and I was I came from this family, and I came from that family. Poor, hard-working guy. And, yeah, they're sellouts. They're bad news. So all three of them, goodbye. See you later. In a way, I hope Obama does lose, but I did the thing where, like, a lot of times, a lot of people are worried in Ohio that Romney is really in deeper doo-doo because Gary Johnson might have up to 10% of the vote, and that's probably taking a lot of it away from Romney. And that's what my conservative friends will tell me. You took it, we gave Obama a vote. I'm like, you know what? You guys are so screwed up. That's the way I look at him. I don't know how the hell you could vote for Romney. And then Obama supporters, I don't know how the hell you can vote for Obama. I saw that thing they had out there by, they're asking Obama supporters, they're asking them about the policy, and they're tricking them with Romney, saying that Romney was the guy that was behind the drones, imprisoning Americans without due process and all this type of stuff. And actually, that was policies being endorsed by Obama. But, the whole thing is, it's really endorsed by both those bastards. So how could you vote for either one of them? So am I throwing away my vote, or is the majority throwing away their vote? So, hey, that's the way I look at it. Now, I'm going to throw an interesting twist here because, hey, the internet loves conspiracies, right? Hey, this is Hurricane Sandy. The Frankenstein storm, because it's going to be coming around Halloween. But also, this is going to be the time when a lot of the early voting happens and stuff, and maybe some power outages happen and computers have to be reset and people may have to go in there and do things, and who the hell knows, I've read so many things about, in voting, and I read about vote scam, basically 2000, it was from like over 10 years ago, how they could swing elections, and it's not so much, the people doing it at the bottom, it's in the actual tabulation. And I'll give you something else, a little factoid about this, because you see, I don't really know what the hell goes on, but, it's the major media actually is responsible for calculating and tabulating the votes, the media. And who the hell watches them? I don't know. It's like the cops watch them. They stand around there, look around, and they got people over there with their noses in the computers, right? The cops are around there, standing around there with guns. Nobody's watching what's going on with the freaking numbers except the inside guys. And it's been proven, even in saw testimony, like you see it on YouTube if you look around, about special software that could flip votes and stuff. So, I'm almost thinking Obama ain't going to win this one. He could have won it, but he's a little bit, he doesn't play ball as well as they want him to. And actually, in a way, I think that's not bad, but he's got Hillary Clinton in there and stuff like that, so I'm thinking, damn, I don't want him in there at all because of Hillary Clinton, actually, to tell you the truth. Bloodthirsty, crazy lady. But I'll bring out a little factoid. This is one reason I'm kind of guessing Obama's not going to win, even though I may be screwing it up for Romney winning because I'm one of those Gary Johnson voters. But only 2 presidents below the 50% threshold of approval rating in the final approval rating before an election won the election. That was George W. Bush and Harry Truman. So Obama's rating, if you look at the Gallup poll, it slipped to like 46%, I believe, approval rating. Now CBS has him at like 49%. Communist Broadcast News, whatever the hell they are. CBS, they always have like the ultra-liberal, I don't want to call them liberal, the communist candidates. They love communism. That's CBS News. They have him up there pretty good. Now, you notice I kind of do lean to the conservative side, but I can't stand Romney. Really. I couldn't even freaking vote for the Republican for senator in Florida. I voted for not other party affiliation. So, and I don't know, man. I guess maybe I am more like a constitutionalist, or more like a Bill of Rights than anything. So, I don't know what the hell conservative, liberal even. Actually, I'm more liberal in a true sense. God, But anyway, only 2 presidents below the 50% rating actually won the approval rating right before the election actually won the re-election. And Obama is definitely below 50% on every single poll out there for approval. Every single one. 3 presidents lost: Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, and George H.W. Bush, Herbert Walker Bush. Now, you look of the 2 people that won the election, those are real insiders. George W. Bush. Figure that one out. And they said there was a lot of cheating going on at that election. Remember that one, right? But does Obama have that kind of family pool? Hell no. Harry Truman, another he was supposed to be the guy. He was the guy that threw the A-bomb on the Japanese, the 33-degree Mason, supposedly too, right? Yeah, he's another major inside guy all the way. See, Obama doesn't kind of fit that bill. That's why this may be an important statistic. He's below that 50% approval rating. So, I don't know. I don't think he's going to win, to tell you the truth, but I sure wish Gary Johnson would win. And I wish all you guys that were out there for Ron Paul, because I saw the Ron Paul thing as kind of man, you're going to hate me for this, but I saw it as a scam. Even Webster Tarpley's a bunch of garbage too, but he pointed out one thing I think was really realistic. Ron Paul was basically throwing like a lot of stuff over to Romney during the debates early on in the year. It was pretty obvious, he said. It's true. He was bringing that out right. Webster Tarpley, I think he's a bunch of doo-doo too, along with Alex Jones, David Icke, Ben Fulford, you name it. All these guys are bad news. But I just kind of look at it with this. Gary Johnson is definitely a far better alternative than Obama or Romney. So, and, I don't know what the deal is. You got to play with politics. Everybody's got to play with politics. This guy actually represents something. So, hey, he got my vote, so that's the way I look at it. Now, the other thing is I was talking about the hurricane coming up here. I almost wonder about this bullshit hurricane because they're really talking this up in the media big time, and it's supposed to linger for like 24 hours or more and be combined with a winter storm. This is the thing from the space, you know. Space is the big dark thing out here in this big giant cloud. This is Hurricane Frankenstein. Sandy coming out to Washington, New York area, and considering it's at the biggest metropolitan area. Now, it's pretty interesting. It's coming like maybe, well, basically during the voting time. I mean, yeah, you got till next week to vote, but if this thing's going to be hitting, say, Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, and it's going to be lasting a while, and there's going to be all these power outages, I wonder. So if we want a conspiracy, we got one here, you know. The weather machine is making this happen, right? So you never know. So anyway, I just want to throw my thoughts out there, but I didn't vote for any of those two jerks, and I don't know anybody I know that voted for Gary Johnson except for me. You know? That's screwed up. I mean, that's what makes me pissed off, because people are afraid to freaking take a chance. They are. You know, that's the same reason these doctors get away with shit too, because, you know, if I had cancer, you know, I'd be out there with medicinal marijuana oil. I'd be growing this stuff myself and, you know, getting the oil off the leaves and stuff and taking it and get rid of my cancer. These other people, they're like, oh, I got to go to the doctor, you know. They just afraid to think outside the box, and that's really what the problem is in the whole nutshell in the whole damn country across the board with everything there is. The economy, health, you name it. So the answer's staring you right there in the front. Right there in front of the face. You know, it's like, you got a choice. You do have a choice. You can vote. Don't throw away your vote. Don't vote for freaking Romney or Obama. Vote for one of the other guys. You don't have to vote for Gary Johnson. There might be something you don't like about him, but there's a lot of other third-party candidates out there. So that's the way I look at it. If you're fed up with, you know, why go with the lesser of two evils, right? Let's kickstart something right and get it going. I mean, damn it. You know, people got to think outside the box. Who's going to be, you know, it's like, I feel like, you know, this is like me. Even when I was in the military, I was that freaking idiot that would always stick my neck out for something. And, you know, a lot of people be standing around like with the thumbs around their asses. And that's what pissed me off, man. This is what I see everywhere. Now, sometimes I wonder, you know, if some shit happens in the United States, all this bad stuff they talk about, FEMA camps, and I think it's a bunch of Alex Jones BS propaganda to the max, to tell you the truth. But if it does happen, it's because the middle class sits around like a bunch of freaking idiots. That's why. You know? I mean, the biggest thing they do is they go on the internet and go, who gives a shit, man? You know, really. Just do your own thing and prepare and whatever and stay cool. But, you know, it's like people are afraid to think outside the box, and the ones that do, they get into all these giddy rumors like the sky's going to fall every 2 seconds. And it's like go to one extreme to the other. So my simple messaging on here, though, is, hey, I voted for Gary Johnson. You know, if everybody's so dissatisfied with Obama and they still hate Romney, you got other guys. You don't even have to vote for Gary Johnson. You got other parties out there, damn it. Read the ticket. Read about what they're for. Read their history and what they stand for and all this kind of crap. And take one of the other people. The hell with it.